Hello everyone, our lesson today is on adjectives and this is part 10. I have one question for you, which is how do we compare adjectives? The answer is, if an adjective is short, we add er to the adjective and then we put than after the adjective. A short adjective has one syllable or one part, which means we cannot divide this adjective into parts. So very easy. If the adjective is short, we put er to it and then than, or you can put the and then before it and est. Shall we look at the examples? So as you can see, the adjectives are in blue. Anything blue is an adjective. Anything red is what we add to the adjective. So cold is an adjective. It is short. We cannot divide it. I cannot say co and then lt. No. Cold is short. We cannot divide it. So it has one syllable. And then I can put er and then to the adjective cold, or I can put the and then put the adjective and the est. So cold, colder than the coldest. The same big, bigger than the biggest. Of course we have to double the G, because if you see a consonant and before it a vowel, you double the consonant. If you see a consonant, G is a consonant and I is the vowel, so when you write bigger or say bigger, you have to double the consonant. Bigger than, the biggest. Tall, taller than, the tallest. So the adjectives are in blue and anything in red we have to add to the adjective. Cold is the adjective, colder than is the comparative adjective, the coldest is the superlative adjective. So look at the red. The red will tell you what you can add to the adjective to compare things or people or animals or ideas. If we compare two countries, we can use cold and colder than. In winter, Spain is cold, but the UK is colder than Spain. So cold, colder than. So if the adjective is short, we put er and than to it to make it a comparative adjective. And if the adjective is short, we add that before it and we add est after it to make it a superlative adjective. Cold, colder than, the coldest. Big, bigger than, the biggest. Tall, taller than, the tallest. If we compare three countries, we use cold, colder than, and the coldest. In winter, Spain is cold. The UK is colder than Spain, but Russia is the coldest. So the blue are the adjectives. We add er and than to compare two things, and we add the and the est, that is to compare three countries. I repeat, in winter, Spain is cold. The UK is colder than Spain, but Russia is the coldest. And this sentence, we use this sentence if I compare three things, three countries, if you want. So rich is the adjective, richer than is the comparative adjective, the richest is superlative adjective. The same hot, hotter than, and the hottest. Of course you can see I doubled the T here, because before T is a consonant, O is a vowel. If you have a vowel and then consonant after it, we double the consonant. So don't forget to spell it correctly. Now if an adjective is long, Long, it means it has more than one syllable, more than one part. We use more plus adjective plus than, and the plus at most plus adjective. So beautiful, 3 parts, 3 syllables. Interesting, 4 parts, 4 syllables. Careful, 2 parts or 2 syllables. So beautiful is the adjective. Because it is long, it has more than one syllable, I have to put more before it. More beautiful. Of course, again, don't forget to put than. You have to put than again. I make it for you here. That is, of course, the adjective is what? Is beautiful. The adjective is interesting. So anything blue, as I said, is the adjective, and then you have to put something after the adjective or before it. So beautiful, I put more before it and than. This one, more, can you see more? Adjective than, more, adjective than, the, most, and then adjective. We use this grammatical rule when we have a long adjective, and a long adjective has 2 syllables or more than 2 syllables, or parts if you want. So beautiful, more beautiful than, the most beautiful. Interesting, more interesting than, the most interesting. Careful, more careful than, the most careful. So if we compare 2 countries, we can use beautiful and more beautiful than. Example, Spain is beautiful, but the UK is more beautiful than Spain. Spain is beautiful, but the UK is more beautiful than Spain. In this sentence, I compare 2 countries only. If we compare 3 countries, we use beautiful, more beautiful than, and the most beautiful. Spain is beautiful. The UK is more beautiful than Spain, but France is the most beautiful. So you can see beautiful, it is in blue, is the adjective. More than, I put more before the adjective and then after it, and then I put the most before beautiful. So Spain is beautiful. The UK is more beautiful than Spain, but France is the most beautiful. So this is the grammar, if you want, rule for the lesson, for this video. If the adjective is short, what do we put? We put adjective er plus than or the adjective est. So called adjective, I put er and then, and I put the, and then adjective and then est. If the adjective is long or it has more than 2 syllables or 2 syllables even, so a long adjective has 2 syllables or more than 2 syllables or parts, so add more plus adjective plus than or the most. You have to put here than if you want to put plus here. So beautiful is the adjective, more beautiful than, more before the adjective, than after the adjective, and the most you put it before the adjective. So if you look at this grammatical rule about how to compare things or people, if you want, you can understand it. So anything in red, as you can see, is what we add to the adjective. Anything blue is the adjective. I have to make this blue as well to make it like the adjective. It's not wrong, but it's easy. When you use colors, it becomes easy, So cold, colder than, the coldest. Beautiful, more beautiful than, the most beautiful. I repeat, if the adjective is short, it has 1 syllable, I put er, and then I put the and the est. If the adjective is long, which means it has 2 syllables or more than 2 syllables, I put more and then and I put the most. And this is the end of the video. Thank you for listening. Please click on subscribe if you want to watch more videos on my channel. And I always say, I hope you learn from these videos and you can improve your English. Thank you for listening.